Hey guys, this is your Unit 1 Geometric Transformations Test Corrections Guide. We're going to go through the first unit formal geometric functions. As you can see, our unit formals were broken down by geometric functions with those questions, transformations, and a unit formal on symmetry. So the whole test we're going to go through, but we're going to go through in pieces. This first section is just on the geometric functions, questions 1, 4, 6, and 10. Question number 1. If the range of the coordinate transformation is the function x, y, and we're going to take those and change it to y plus 1, comma negative x minus 4 is a prime, b prime, and c prime, what is the domain? If I notice all of my a values in my answer choices are all different, so what I can do is I can just look at, say, one point, a prime is just as good as any of the others. Now I need to decide how I'm going to answer this question. So if the range is given, and I also know that because these are all the primes. So if I'm given the range and I'm trying to find domain, I'm going to set the first one equal to the first one every time. So what that's going to look like is y plus 1 equals 1, subtract 1, subtract 1, y equals 0. Then the second part, that negative x minus 4 equal to the second part. So negative x minus 4 equals a positive 4. So I'm going to add 4, negative x equals 8, divide by negative 1, x equals negative 8. Now the really important thing here is that I need to always put them back in order. So our a value, the x always comes first in a coordinate point. So negative 8, because that's what x was equal to, and y is 0. So in this case, our answer choice is option D. Evaluate the function. Evaluate means plug in. So I'm going to take the a value, which is 4, 5, and I'm going to plug it into our function, negative x, comma negative y. Remember, negatives just mean change signs. And that's going to give me a prime we'll change the color there since we're going to change the point. A prime. The opposite of x is going to be a negative 4, and the opposite of y is going to be a negative 5. So negative 4, negative 5. So that's going to take out either C or D, right? Looks like B's are the same, but our C values are going to be the ones that we need to look at. So let's look at our C value. C, negative 1, comma 4, and we want to change that so it is negative x, negative y, negatives meaning the opposite. So our C prime now, the opposite of negative 1 is a positive 1, and the opposite of a positive 4 is a negative 4. So 1, negative 4, and our answer choice will be option A, because C was not the same. Using the graph below, if this transformation was written as a function, identify the domain. This one is really hard to see, I know. The domain in this case is this top triangle right up here. If you notice down here, the letters have the primes. And I believe on your test, I tried to make that a little bit better to see. So the other thing about this is the domain. Domain does not have any primes. So B and D are automatically marked out. In this case, I'm looking for the A value. So I'm going over 1, 2, 3, -3, up 1, which is going to give us this answer choice. -5, -3 is your range. Ooh. Because that was the one that had the prime. So this was your domain. This was the range. Last question in this section. If the domain of the function that is reflected over the x-axis is, what is the range? So I'm given the domain and I want to look for the range. So domain, looking for range. If we're going this way, we're going to plug in. So A, that is 3, 4. That's a weird looking comma. Remember, this is your X and this is your Y. We're going to take that and we are going to reflect it over the x-axis. So what that means, if I'm reflecting over the x-axis, that rule is my x is the one that stays the same, but my y is the one that changes signs. So now when I take that and transform it, A prime is going to be x stays the same, 3, and my y changes sign. So now let's look at our answer choices. A prime, +3, -4. D is out and A is out. So the next one we need to look at is option B. Get rid of this. This right here. So my B, which is at 2, -1. And I want to take that and reflect it over the x-axis, x, -y. So my x stays the same, but my y changes. So that will now be a +1. And my option choice there is option C. That is your first formal on your geometric transformations or the geometric functions. If you have any questions, please let myself, Ms. Lawson, Ms. McKeever, Ms. Jackson, when she comes back, if you have any questions, just let us know.